Hello guys, here with a new video for the channel. I hope you like it, and if you like it, don't forget to leave your powerful like Supreme God level, comment, and subscribe. Now without further ado, get comfortable. Let's begin. At the end of the Tournament of Power, in which Goku and the Evil Emperor had formed a team being able to win the victory, they had revived all the other universes. However, in the same way, the 6 universes previously destroyed by the Great Zeno-sama had returned, as well as their gods of destruction. But the leader of the gods would communicate with each of them telepathically. Brothers, we've been eliminated for millions of years, and the useless of the king completely now revives us. We need revenge, my brothers. I agree, Akumo. I don't intend to be the mockery of that damn dwarf. I want to end his pathetic existence. But how will we be able to defeat the king at all? This will be impossible. Now, without wasting time, we'll form a single being. We, the 6 renegade super gods, will form a being whose power will face the useless of Zeno-sama. All the gods agreed, so they began to unite, being able to form a powerful warrior, which, with his power, was overwhelming. Ha 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 ha! I'm able to feel the power of Daishoken's useless, just like Zeno-sama's. Very close to them seem to be several ants. The fusion of all the gods at an amazing speed was able to tear apart the same space, being able to reach the platform of the Tournament of Power. But at the moment, an amazing pressure would fall on everyone present. The only ones who were able to at least withstand it were the angels, while all the other warriors of Universe 7 were completely on the ground. What's going on? We've already finished the tournament. Whose incredible pressure is this? Everyone was surprised when in front of them, they were able to see Daishoken had received an extremely powerful blow, which made him fall to the platform with an incredible brutality. Your power is abysmal. I don't know who you are, but at this moment, I'll eliminate you from all existence. Zeno-sama would raise his hand, intending to eliminate that powerful warrior, but a loud laugh would resonate all over the place. Ha 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 ha! Did you ever think the same thing would work twice? You're completely wrong, dwarf. I'm gonna end your existence in this whole multiverse. 2 times? Who are you? I'm not able to remember any warrior with your characteristics. Of course, that'd be impossible for you, since I'm the fusion of the 6 renegade super gods, which you eliminated in the past, and we've returned in search of revenge. Daishoken, recovering from the blow, would stand up and raise his power to the maximum, destroying everything around him. So much that even the dimension would break into hundreds of pieces. So they'd reached the outskirts of the 12 universes. Renegade gods. So I have to give my life. I plan to end all of you, my children. I need your help, your Beerus. Communicate with all the other gods. We need all the possible support. Daishoken, accompanied by all the other angels, had launched themselves against Archon. That battle seemed like a pitched battle. But despite being more than a dozen warriors against a single warrior, Archon began to end the life of each of the angels. Even Daishoken suffered great damage with each of his blows. Gods, quickly come to the outskirts of the 12 universes and bring your warriors, as an extremely powerful being has appeared and is facing Daishoken-sama. The gods with a little fear would come quickly, so the instant they arrived, all the gods in the same way, commanded by Beerus, rushed against Archon, while Whis, with the help of his staff, was able to get the whole Universe 7 to recover. Vegeta, there's no time! We'll have to do the fusion! Damn it, Kakarot, you know I hate merging with you. But I understand. We will. Both warriors began to use the earrings of the Supreme Kaio-sama, were able to create the powerful Vegito, and being in a complicated situation, he was able to access the Ultra Instinct. His power was amazing, but it wasn't enough to face him. That's right, the mountain of corpses began to increase, while the power of his enemy did not decrease in the slightest. Vegito would throw a powerful attack, which had not caused him any damage. But behind everyone, a powerful warrior began to appear. That's right, the true king of the whole had merged with its counterpart, just like the Guardians forming the Ultimate Warrior. You forced me to merge. That means that your power's great, but right now I'll eliminate you. Xeno-sama would try to eliminate him, but to his surprise, it'd been impossible for him to. In that case, I'll beat the hell out of your life, you worm. Both warriors began to exchange millions of blows all over the place, which only the warriors were able to see simple flashes. The battle for the first 34 minutes was very even, but when Xeno-sama wasn't familiar with the fight, his power was beginning to decrease. So Archon would begin to connect blows that were extremely powerful, which at one point of the battle even made the king fall completely without being able to do anything. Millions of years ago, you're much more powerful, and we were the ones who increased our powers? Archon, without any compassion, would stretch out one of his hands on Xeno-sama's face. Good-for-nothing rulers always die. Archon's powerful attack would be able to disintegrate Xeno-sama. Everyone else panicked, but Xeno-sama's essence was able to communicate with Daishinkan before disappearing completely. Daishinkan, I want you to send my friend Goku to another dimension, because he will be the warrior who avenges all this multiverse. My lord, are you sure about what you're telling me? Son Goku's great potential, but to be able to eliminate this warrior, I'm afraid it's impossible for him. Daishinkan, trust me. I know what I'm doing. The essence of the great Xeno-sama would completely vanish, while Archon began to approach each of those present. The gods and warriors who were left alive tried to flee, but Archon, with his simple pressure, was able to make them fall to the ground. Do they even call themselves warriors? A true warrior prefers death rather than fleeing the battlefield, so they don't serve as warriors. Archon, with his simple pressure, was able to make them explode to each one of them, while he began to approach Vegito, the fusion, in the same way he wasn't able to do anything. I could tell they merged. How annoying. Only I must be the perfect warrior. Archon, with a big red light, was able to get Goku and Vegeta back to normal, but both were with serious injuries all over their body. Mr. Vegeta, Whis, Beerus, we will take the bait. Since I will send Mr. Goku to another dimension, he will have to take revenge on all of us. I never thought I'd be giving my life for the useless Goku, but I'll die happy knowing that Son Goku will be able to take revenge. You better take revenge, Kakarot. I'm giving you my life. I trust you. Mr. Goku, don't forget, trust is also a problem, which can lead you to ruin in a battle, so improve in every area and avenge us. The Trio of Warriors launched time ago against Archon, while Daishinkan, with a large part of his power, would begin to form a portal to another dimension, in which they would not be able to find Goku. This dimension's perfect, since the most powerful warrior does not exceed the power of the Super Saiyan Phase 2. Mr. Goku, I want to grant you the knowledge required for you to exploit your full potential. Daishinkan, with great mental power, was able to grant him all the Saiyan knowledge. No, Daishinkan, I want to keep fighting. I have family here. That's impossible, since all of us will die as well as your family. So you better try to overcome your limits. The great Xeno-sama will put all his trust in you, Mr. Goku. We'll do the same. Daishinkan, with a slight blow, was able to send Goku to another dimension, while also joining the battle, which was completely useless to continue fighting. It doesn't matter. They've done sent that worm. I swear I'll find him, and I plan to end every creation of this multiverse. Archon, with a few moves, was able to send everyone's life. Except for Daishinkan, Archon would start to approach Daishinkan slowly while decreasing all his pressure. Daishinkan, I'll give you a chance to survive. If you swear to serve me and make a blood deal with me, promise not to end your life. I need a servant. Daishinkan would spit on Archon's face, which would make him angry, increasing a large part of his power, so his aura would rise all over the place, and the simple aura was able to carbonize Daishinkan, since only a few ashes of what was once one of the most powerful warriors of that multiverse had remained. Meanwhile, in a very different dimension, Goku had fallen in a kind of cave, but being in terrible condition, he wasn't able to do anything. Damn, I can't move any one of my bones. I have to hibernate for a few months to be able to recover. In this dimension, they find with some warriors called heroes who are qualified according to their ranking, being the F the lowest rank and S the highest rank, and several of these warriors were closing dungeons, which were usually of C, D, E ranks, and very few specialized warrior were able to enter A rank ranks. However, the protagonist of this world, named Sung, had been betrayed by his own companions. Staying in one of the most dangerous dungeons, even surpassing the danger level of an S rank, he was able to survive with the rare survival system, which sought to form a perfect warrior, and Sung had accepted each of the terms, so he would perform various activities daily to be able to complete his requirements, or he would be sent to a world full of giant monsters to be punished. Sung, not being from a family of high prestige, had to work to be able to survive because he wanted to cure his mother's disease and help his sister to become a powerful warrior. I don't feel like the double life I lead. I don't know what the dungeon's been, but my level hasn't stopped growing before I even know as the garbage of humanity by not having a high level. But they don't know the power I've achieved since that day. On his back, a guy of high prestige had arrived. That's right, to enter each of the dungeons, 6 warriors were required, no matter what rank they have. But the leader named Dog-suk planned a maleficent plan against the 2 new members. We'll have to end the life of those 2 useless ones so that the reward will be much greater for each of us. And so it was, like the others, they sealed the exit, leaving the boss, who was a gigantic spider, against 2 warriors, which Dog-suk thought they were weak, but Sung was able to face him. However, his vitality was dropping considerably. I don't think Sung's power is that great. He's even able to stand up to a C-rank boss on his own. I can't trust myself, as my vitality is decreasing while my tiredness is increasing. Sung, in an oversight, had been sending to fly, so using several of his recovery potions, he would use his maximum speed and power, with which he was able to finish with the powerful spider. After a few moments, the whole Dog-suk squad would return, being a little surprised to realize how both had been able to survive and even had finished with the dungeon boss. You newbie, we promised to grant you part of the profit, but before you join us, finish the damn Sung, so you'll do him a favor since he's only garbage of humanity. The warrior would stand in front of Sung, intending to protect him. Sung, I just fought a C-rank boss. He must be exhausted. But the system which granted him daily missions would grant him the mission of ending the life of the entire Dog-suk squad, which had left him surprised. I never intended to end someone else's life. I'm not... Before he was able to complete his sentence, a powerful attack which made him fall to the ground, because Sung seemed to be in a dream. But he'd get up, and after several moments, he would be able to finish each of the warriors, which left Dog-suk amazed. How's it possible you're able to finish off every one of my men? You must not be an F rank, but I'm not like them. I have much more power. Dog-suk would increase his musculature, throwing himself against Sung. But despite doing everything, Sung, with a quick movement, was able to neutralize him, and with a great kick was able to take off his head, which had left his partner surprised. He's much stronger now than when he faced the boss. I can't believe it. His power seems to have no limit. But as they were about to leave the dungeon, they felt an overwhelming power. Even the pressure that had been released was much greater than the double dungeon in which Sung had died. Maybe an S-rank dungeon? Or what is this pressure that my whole body feels? I'm not even able to move one of my limbs. Damn! I'll swear I'll annihilate you. You'll become the most powerful warrior, and I'll end your miserable life. The entire planet Earth of that dimension seemed to be destroyed due to an incredible power. But at the moment, Goku was able to react, realizing how his pressure, he was almost able to end the lives of 2 people he had in front of him. Oh, I'm sorry. I just remembered how miserable I ended with all my loved ones. Multiverse? What are you talking about? I understand nothing. While the 3 warriors were leaving the dungeon, Goku would explain to each of the warriors how his life had been in this multiverse, just like he was not a Saiyan warrior. That means you're able to beat even the S-rank bosses. I don't know what you mean by S-rank bosses, but the power I feel from the beings of these places are very low, and that'll be very detrimental to my workout since I don't have any powerful companions. I don't know if what you're saying is true, but what do you think if you and I train? I want to show you the power that you brag about so much. It's okay, although I don't plan to use all my power since I would be able to end your life. I want to check that out, Goku. Meanwhile, in the multiverse of Xenosama, the Fusion had searched for Goku through all the voids never traveled before, being impossible to find his whereabouts, so instantly, Furious would begin to carry a large sphere of power, with which he'd planned to destroy all the multiverse in a single attack. I'm not interested in ending this multiverse. I have the knowledge to transport myself from multiverse, so no matter where you hide, this great attack will be able to end your miserable life. Archon would throw such a devastating power, so when it spread through the multiverse, it had been divided into 4 great powers, which, when united again, annihilated everything in its path, every planet and life form, leaving everything absolutely dark. Ha 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 ha. Damn worm, you must already be in the afterlife. It'd be better to go to another multiverse since I have absolutely nothing to do here. Archon would begin to teleport between timelines until he would reach the neighboring multiverse, which also had 12 universes, but his warriors were a little more powerful. Finally, some warriors more powerful than the useless Zen. I feel like crushing everything that comes across my front. Returning to the dimension, Goku and Sung had arrived at a desolate place, in which Sung would begin to warm up to face Goku. So you're thinking of stretching your muscles a little. In that case, I'll do that too. Goku would begin to stretch without trusting himself, began remembering the words of Whis. He would access the base state beyond a god. Goku and Sung were in a little battle, so at the moment, Sung's mission would appear in his system. Endure a combat against Son Goku for at least 5 minutes or you will be punished. Just bear it. It's the first time he's told me since I always have to finish off my other enemies. How strange. Is he as powerful as he claims to be? Sung was the first to attack, so at the moment, he'd begin to grant him several blows, which Goku dodged with incredible ease. Due to the great difference in powers, Sung would use a sword this time, but the serious result completely the same. Damn, my tiredness is starting to show, as I'm not able to move at the same speed as the start of the battle. Is that all? I thought you'd be much more powerful. There's no point fighting with you, as I think I'll increase my power better by training alone. Don't underestimate me, damn it! Sung, with fury, had pounced against him, but the result would be completely the same. Goku, at the moment, with a quick movement, would be able to grant him a slight blow on his neck, which was able to put him out of combat. Meanwhile, at the hero's headquarters, a very powerful warrior of S rank was training very hard, since they had an important mission in a few months, which was to visit an island, where most of their bosses were S rank. On the other hand, in the office where Wu was, checking Sung's file because on 2 occasions, he'd been able to survive, while the others who were executed his rank were not able to get out alive. I'm sure that Sung, he keeps a powerful secret he doesn't want us to find out, but I promise to get to the bottom of this. In the city, one of the dungeons had been created, but this was of B rank, so even several inmates were called and they were able to close the dungeon successfully. Their sentence will be reduced, but they were accompanied by one of the beings of the office. That guy looks really bad to me. His power is pathetic, but his aura has the blood of thousands of innocent lives. Everyone started to enter the dungeon. Even one of the teachers who had gone as a guide in the double dungeon and lost his arm in a tragic event. Sung, you've changed so much since that day. You seem like a completely different person. You even look much more powerful than before. Yeah, it's not much of a teacher. I've just been trying a lot harder. When they reached the inside of the dungeon, they had separated into groups, but after a few minutes, several screams were heard, so they all went in search of the second group and realized how the chief of the condemned had cruelly ended his life. And seconds after ending the life of the professor, Sung was able to stop him with his sword. What's wrong with you, damn it? How'd you manage to end the lives of those 3 people? In case you didn't know, those 3 people have ended the lives of many more people, and I haven't had the slightest regret, so there's nothing that makes me regret anything. Goku would get angry, but Sung would ask to fight the guy. Goku, I want to defeat him. You don't have to get involved. For me, if you want to fight both together, because even if you join forces, you can never beat a B rank like I am. Both began to clash their fists at incredible speeds, which didn't even seem to have a clear winner. But the warrior with a quick movement was able to cut off Sung's leg, with a technique that was able to disappear his presence completely. Now you won't be able to do anything anymore, since you don't possess the necessary power to face me, damn worm. Sun would quickly heal, which left his enemy very amazed. I never super that warrior possesses healing energy. This is very strange, but it doesn't matter. I'll slice him into pieces. His enemy would quickly head towards Sung, but to his surprise, the presence of Sung would rise up in an incredible way, being able to observe a powerful warrior in his aura, which had left him in a terrible panic, which Sung took advantage of to end his life once and for all. Apparently there's scum like you in this top brass. All the warriors were able to seal that dungeon, so they had reported in the guard that the 3 prisoners attacked at the same time and caught their guardian off guard. However, for Wu, it was much more and more strange. Yet another dungeon, in which even a rank B loses his life. That rank F seems to be without any scratch. On the other hand, very far away, Archon was able to take to the next multiverse successfully, but at the moment of entering, he was a little amazed to realize that one of the protectors of the multiverse had an identical appearance to Son Goku. Are you Son Goku? Well, I thought I'd finished with you in that big explosion. You're confusing yourself. I've never seen you, but if you have bad intentions in this multiverse, I have no alternative but to end your life. Why are you into my life? Don't make me laugh. Archon, being about to release all his power, would be surprised by a powerful blow, in which he, on that occasion, was able to make him fall to the ground with a few wounds. Ugh, that blow hurt me, but how is it possible that you have all that power? I understand. Just like the existing warriors of the 2 twin universes, that must be that universe. That's why there exists a warrior smaller than that dam. Archon would recover from the blows, so a great battle would start all over the place. Such a battle had been felt even by the queen of everything of that multiverse. What the hell is going on? I can feel the power of Kakarot's fighting against a warrior whose power's not left behind. Archon was able to connect an effective blow to Kakarot's face, making him fall to the ground, being dragged for a few meters. It hurt me too much. How's he able to hit me with such power? What is it that you are? I'm the union of the Super 6 Renegade Gods, and I have finished with the multiverse, the unitless Xenosama, and I want to fight with very powerful warriors. You've destroyed an entire multiverse. I'm not gonna let the same thing happen to this multiverse, so I have to sacrifice my life. I'm gonna end your existence. You must have an amazing power to be able to stop me, and unfortunately, you don't possess that power. Kakarot increased his power to the maximum, with which he was able to cause multiple disasters all over the place. That event even surprised the powerful Mikoshin, because Kakarot only used his maximum power when fighting with her. What's going on? I have to go immediately. A warrior who even puts Kakarot in trouble has appeared in our multiverse. Mikoshin, with great speed, would begin to go to the place of the battle. At the moment of arriving, was amazed to realize how 2 gigantic powers were colliding with each other. That's right, the power of Archon didn't lose against the power of the mighty Kakarot. Dragon Divine Destroyer! Kakarot's powerful attack would be sent towards Archon, which would change his gaze a little. It's time to take this battle seriously, since I have much more multiverses to destroy. Archon, with his great power, was able to hold the attack of one of his hands, and as if it were something simple, he was able to disintegrate it. That's the look I wish to put on you, to see your hopes destroyed, and your look changed to despair. I love to see that look on my opponents. But a great golden-colored light had prostrated itself in front of Archon quickly. I am the queen of everything of this multiverse. We understand each other with powerful subjects. So tell me, what do you want? If you want, you can even live in this multiverse. It seems like a good idea, but only if I become the king at all, since you're not good for that. What did you say, you worm? Be thankful I didn't end your life this moment. But to everyone's surprise, Mikoshin was brutally beaten, being sent to fly to a planet, destroying most of the place. While she was trying to stand up, large amounts of blood were coming out of her whole body. How was he able to hit Mikoshin-sama with that power? I wasn't able to see anything. As Archon started to approach Mikoshin, Kakarot would try to stop him, but an amazing pressure that did not allow him to move any of his bones. In a continuous moment with you, I'm not gonna let this stupid one disrespect me. Archon, as he approached the maximum, increased in an amazing way, but to everyone's surprise, Mikoshin, with his maximum power, was able to stand up, which even left the powerful Archon amazed. I'm not going to give my life for my multiverse without a fight, so if I have to fight until my last breath, I will. Mikoshin would throw a powerful blow at Archon's face, but at the moment of making contact, all the bones of his arms were shattered, because Archon's resistance was incredible. Even his skin seemed the most resistant steel of all the multiverse. You have great courage. that's not enough to beat me. You're really not qualified to be a queen at all. I don't know how the hell they chose you. Archon, without wasting the time of a few blows, was able to humiliate Mikoshin, while Kakarot did absolutely everything possible to free himself from the pressure. But Archon's words completely finished him. Don't try hard. I know you think you can break the pressure like Mikoshin did, but it'll only use 20% of my power, unlike yours, which used 60%, so it's practically impossible to free yourself. I'm sorry, Kakarot. He wasn't able to protect this whole multiverse. I hope we can meet again in the other world. Archon would throw a great attack at it, which had reduced the powerful queen of everything of that multiverse to mere atoms. On the other hand, this crazy mug was right. I think I'll stay as the king of the whole in this multiverse to raise my battle power much more. The pressure was about to end Kakarot's life, so Archon would make her disappear. But Kakarot, despite the fact that his power had greatly declined, launched the attack out of the fury of seeing the queen die completely in front of his eyes. I swear I'll kill you! I swear! One more worm that wants to die. I'll send you to the other world knowing that your old multiverse will become a hell. Archon was able to carbonize Kakarot with his simple aura, just as he had done with Daishinkan. Meanwhile, Goku was very thoughtful. How can I raise my power more effectively? Daishinkan and Xenosama had trusted me like all my other friends. I can't let them down. Goku, how about we start getting involved in higher level dungeons, so we'll be able to increase our battle level much more. You're right, but since I'm not able to feel the power of those bosses, I'll just follow you. Both warriors began to enter multiple dungeons, being able to defeat several bosses which were very powerful, beginning to be recognized throughout Japan. I'll have to talk to Sung, as he has started to acquire some good fame, and this may be catastrophic for the Heroes Guild. Wu was able to observe Sung walking with a very peculiar warrior, but without taking it into account, he would speak. I've been able to notice that your powers drastically increased since you were able to survive the double dungeon. Is this a second awakening? I don't know what you're talking about. I'm still the same. Don't the Hero Guild want to join? We promised to pay them well and offer them A-ranked dungeons. No thanks, we're on our own. And we're not looking for C-ranked dungeons, we're looking for S-ranked dungeons. I've not asked for your opinion. For that simple lack of respect, I'll give you a beating. The secretary of the A-rank guild would start awarding several blows to Goku, but in his surprise, none of his blows were able to reach him. But upon observing Goku's cold gaze, he would fall to his knees. This is incredible fear that I feel. Even with the S-rank bosses, I didn't feel this fear. It's something amazing. I'm sorry that I'll die. You better leave, since I don't plan to give you another chance again. Wu would leave, while Goku and Sung were both in front of a dungeon, which was said to say that it was of a special level. So at the time of entering that place, meanwhile in the Tower of Heroes, the general named Choi was talking about the mysterious island, in which even the most powerful heroes of S-rank were defeated, including Choi. Damn! After so many months, I still remember that damn day. We weren't able to do anything against it. What secrets does that island hide? I appreciate your dedication to be on a mission, and I trust that this occasion will be very different. We've trained with a lot of enthusiasm in recent months. That's right, my lord. This time we'll return with the victory. Meanwhile, Goku and Sung, at the moment of arriving to a dungeon, Sung was surprised because he was able to return to the same place where everything would start for him. That's right, all the statues were found again, while the largest statue would form a huge smile all over his place. Apparently, you've been able to become very powerful. This is amazing. Do you like our system? Damn, how did we get to this place? I'm sure this wasn't the path to the dungeon we were headed. You are correct, but we wanted to meet your new friend. Since his power is not at all common, he's even able to defeat infernal beings and overcome the S-rank with ease. So I want him to explain to me where he comes from and what he is, why he is not human. So apparently this was a trap, but I have nothing to hide from a piece of stone that's not capable of doing absolutely anything to me. Watch your words. Because my power is so great, I'm able to turn you into simple minced meat from just one of my movements. I want to see that, since you're not able to emanate any bit of my energy. The statue, despite its size, had moved at a great speed, granting a blow to Goku. But to his surprise, Goku, despite being hundreds of times smaller, was able to stop the blow with only one of his hands. Such a big size, but despite that, your strength's not a big deal. You've nothing to offer. Don't want to be too smart, because in my possession I have the ability to summon Antares, one of the Infernals and the King of Dragons. You wouldn't be able to do anything against him. Apparently you're not understanding me. Nothing, and no one in this world is capable of facing me, since his power is extremely low. Apparently you are very confident. In that case, I want to see that you are capable. Antares, King of the Dragons and leader of the Infernals, appears. Of a large red portal, his power that was even capable of ending thousands of S-ranks in a single movement, it was possible to observe an imposing warrior that began to leave the portal. While even his appearance was capable of intimidating any warrior, but with Goku, the same did not happen. I have been summoned. That means that the power of this guy is something great. That warrior, without warning, was able to connect a powerful blow to Goku's stomach, which, in a long time, had not suffered even the slightest damage. That hurt me a little. Really, what he said. It's true, no matter what power I possess, if I trust myself, my body becomes extremely fragile. Goku, to give a better battle to his opponent, would begin to raise his power to the powerful Super Saiyan Phase 2, which distorted the entire place where they were. What will happen next? Find out in the next chapter. Well guys, this is all for today's chapter. I hope you liked it and it was to your liking. Now don't forget to leave your powerful like Supreme God level, comment and subscribe. Now without further ado, see you in a new video. Until next time.